What is up, you beautiful gamers? It's Mel. Okay, so I finally finished Halo 1 and I want to give my very quick review on it if I can. So, it would have gotten full marks across the board, but I had massive gripes with a few things. The Warthog controls really ruined the experience for me, especially in the final mission. I felt like having bad controls when you're dealing with something that epic, you know, like escaping the Ottoman, things like that, it was a bad move. Um, the fact that there's no sprint button, it made the game kind of a grind. You had these huge landscapes also, and yet all of the enemies seemed to cover into one space. And it didn't feel grand enough. Obviously, this is on the OG Xbox. You know, they were still testing their limits with the machine, so they couldn't go like full, you know, what we see now with, you know, shooters and things like that. So yeah, the main selling point for me was the soundtrack. The soundtrack was absolutely killer, and it's one of my favourite things. I've actually been listening to it on repeat on YouTube. Captain Keyes' death wasn't impactful enough. You know, we went from going to chase him to get him to start releasing, you know, this weapon cache, to finding out that it's the Flood, to then discovering his, you know, body being stuck in this mold type sack thing. You know, while you're battling all of the Flood and things in that room, and then he's just sitting on top of the, you know, what do you call it? The bridge on the one of the spaceship thingies. And then Master Chief basically rips his face off. There's no impact like I was impacted with Reach, you know, with George's death and Kat's Noble 6, you know, the emotion, the impact, all of it was right there, especially in the dialogue. But obviously, because this is the first Halo, it came out relatively early, so, and Reach was made years later. But yeah, those are my gripes, as well as the fact that there was no... I mean, the Warthog controls really ruined the experience for me. The finale should have been absolutely epic, but by the end of it, I was just like, you know, fuck you, Bungie. It was insane. Overall, I have to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Halo Reach has set the standard for me, so I'm hoping that Halo 2 matches Halo Reach in a lot of ways. Again, obviously Halo Reach was made for the 360. The earlier Halo games were for the OG Xbox, but I'm really hoping that Halo 2 can make up for the flaws that are in Halo 1. But overall, that's my consensus now that I finished the first Halo. But yeah, the Flood was terrifying though. Thumbs up for that.